This is Ben, Liam and Belle on Nova.
Whoa, good morning and happy Monday.
Yeah, just another week.
I had a great weekend. I watched Saltburn.
Oh, yeah.
Wow,
Well, we don't want to
2
talk about
years
it.
later.
We don't want to talk about it now. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
the hot thing last week.
I feel like
last month.
because I'm a dad, I get a pass. Like I'm allowed to watch things about 2 weeks, 3 weeks too late.
Right.
What'd you think?
I thought it was really good. I thought because everyone talks about how gross it is. Everyone's like, oh, there's so many like crazy scenes in it. I think for me the bar was so high that it was going to be
Yeah,
super
because
gross.
you
I
left
get
it too
ya.
late.
And then when I watched it, I didn't realize it'd be genuinely funny. It was actually like a funny movie. Had a good ending, and the gross scenes were gross, but they weren't as gross as I thought they'd
Yeah,
be. Like the
yeah.
bath scene, for example, when he's drinking the bath water, I thought you'd be able to see the extra stuff in there, but you don't. You just see bath
It's a bit
water.
murky, but it's definitely just soap.
Well, look,
Yeah.
it's like I think when you're watching it for the first time and no one's told you about that stuff, and it just
Yeah.
hits you like a ton of
Absolutely,
bricks. It's like
yeah.
getting punched in the head because you're like, where did
and the
that come from?
grave scene, like that's the one that I was like, whoa.
Yeah, the whole time during the grave scene, I was just thinking like, that's just going to get infected. You know what I mean?
Well, coming from Ben, a man who loves his gardens, he thinks, yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's aerating the lawn. That's actually important
People
to do.
pay good money to do that.
Yeah, that's you'd get Barry over to your house on your thatchy lawn.
It's Black Eyed Peas. Let's get it started, Melbourne, on this Monday morning. Good morning. You are here with Ben, Liam and Belle. The show's brought to you by What If? It's Aussie for travel.
If you've ever done a first aid course, you would know this song is the template. It's what they teach you. Performing chest compressions, keep the blood and the oxygen circulating. Staying alive. Staying alive.
And breathe.
But that's
Do you
the
do
thing.
the breaths on Staying Alive, I think?
I don't know. I just
think
made
it's
that up.
and then breathe. Breathe. Or maybe
I think you
that's
just made that up.
Yeah. feels like
I think
be
Belle
right.
just gave out life-saving advice. That was incorrect.
I would say do the refresher course before you start sprouting that sort of stuff. But the thing is, that's a great song, and like most people know it, but it's 47 years old now. So there's a whole younger generation that's,
Wow.
what's that song again? It's a song that my dad listens to. I don't know. Too late. You may have lost that person in a life or death situation. That's why, in an effort to encourage more young people to learn CPR, Red Cross have dropped some new tunes that also work for CPR. So they basically it has to be between 100 and 120 BPM. So it's just sort of the tempo of a song. So now they're saying, Dua Lipa,
Watch me.
dance the night away.
Push.
Is that That's faster.
No,
than say-
if there's an accident and you've seen the Barbie movie, you know what to do.
Hang on, that I
Night
can't.
away. I can dance, I can dance. Yeah, I don't know how it
Well,
works.
better
but
to do that Barbie song than the Billie Eilish one. And go
that's
to the
that. Yeah, you'll flatline. You'll flatline if you do the Billie Eilish one. Harry Styles
We've been doing all this late night
talking. Beep 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 beep. So there'll be so many people listening to Nova that know these songs, and they go, "Cool, now I can save a life." You got Kylie Minogue. If someone was singing that song, I'd want to die again, to be honest. Actually, let me passively slip away.
Oh my god! So that one's about a heartbeat, so that works.
It does.
Padum,
Padum, padum, padum, padum, padum. That's actually easier to remember than that's but like for the Tay fans, like obviously, Era's tour coming up. There is a Taylor song for every era. So they've got like old school stuff. You can do this.
Just to make the weird noises.
Sorry, I'm just trying to like remember it.
Imagine having a heart attack and then you wake up and there's a guy going ding, 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 ding on your chest.
Ding, 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 ding. And then you've got slight newer stuff as well. I think it's more the drums.
Beat.
Ding, 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 ring, ding, ding, ding,
God.
ding.
It's like Crazy Frog.
Yeah. I think Crazy Frog's a bit much. You might, that wouldn't work. Bing, bing, ding, 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 ding. Yeah, you couldn't. You'd be pressing on their chest too much. But because of all this CPR talk this morning, Ben and Belle, I thought it would be a perfect opportunity to do this. you saved a life?
Almost died in that build-up.
13, 24, 10. Have you saved a life? Are you listening going, yeah, I did my first aid course, and yes, I did save someone's life because of Bee Gees and now because of one of these songs. A guy I went to school with had a heart attack in his front room. His brother had just done a first aid course for his job, saved his life, started his heart again.
I've done a
Whoa.
first aid course, but I'm worried I've forgotten it all.
Yeah,
Like,
I did mine so long ago, for sure. Like, you kind of like, you can remember doing it on the dummy and stuff, but like,
Yeah.
maybe
You're
not
supposed
exactly
to-
all the steps.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're supposed to do a refresher, I think, every few years.
Yeah,
Who's got time for that, though?
You know,
pretty
but no, but
important.
so
Busy lives.
we might hear some stories this morning and we go, wow, well, we're going to go and do a refresher course this week. 13, 24, 10. Have you saved a life? Yes, 13, 24, 10 if you have. Staying alive. It's the classic CPR song. Anyone who's done a first aid course knows that. They're updating it a little bit. So there's cooler songs you can do it with now. Dua Lipa, Harry Styles, Kylie Minogue. A lot of stuff we're playing on Nova, really. So whatever it is, your favourite artist, you can save someone's life to Taylor Swift if you want. Ash joins us now. You're a nurse and you saved a life last week.
Morning, guys. That's correct. I sure did.
What happened?
Oh, look, I work in theatre, and one of the patients arrested on induction.
Yeah.
And, so we had to jump on the chest and do all the things that you do, really.
Did you do it to BG Staying Alive or one of the more modern songs?
I actually did the Staying Alive song, but I felt like it was a bit slow, so I just kind of picked up the pace a bit.
Yeah, right.
See, that's great because I mean, in my wife's a theatre nurse as well, Ash, and I thought you'd have all the instruments in theatre. If things were to go wrong,
Yeah.
you'd be able to get the defib out. But you still do chest compressions even if you're in theatre.
Absolutely. Look, that's like the best thing to do, really. Even if you're in theatre, that's correct.
Yeah, wow.
Interesting that you sped up the beat, because I would have thought in the medical field, like it's like an exact science.
Yeah, you don't just vibe it out. You go, maybe I'll just speed up a bit.
But Ash, you're the expert, mate, because it worked. Thank you very much for sharing. Sonia joins us now in Frankston. Have you saved a life?
I have saved a life.
Sonia,
Tell
my
us.
goodness, what happened?
So it was a couple of years ago, actually. Driving out of a car park, a shopping centre, noticed someone fall on concrete. There was a pillar there, like the scene of Wizard of Oz, so I just saw the feet, turned the car around. Look, there were 50 people watching, of course. Went to him, he stopped breathing. He literally turned blue in about 20 seconds. Started the compressions, felt like 4 hours. And I tell you, the adrenaline really just gets to you. And I thought I broke every rib possible. About 3 minutes later, he jerked his body and he gasped for air. And I tell you, everyone cheered.
Wow.
Paramedics arrived, handed over. A week later, I went to the chemist. The pharmacist came up to me and he said, "Oh, Sonia, remember that guy that you saved?" And then he stopped talking and I said, "He died?" And he said, "No, he actually came in to say thank you."
Oh, phew.
And he was okay. I tell you, the real thing is nothing compared to that mannequin that you do.
Yeah,
but
of course.
Yeah.
everyone needs to know how to do the CPR because it does save a life. There was no blowing in the air. It was just the compressions. I was in the mouth. Sorry. It was just the compressions, and it saved his life.
Oh, okay. So no mouth to mouth. So Sonia,
No.
have you done? You've done a course before that. How long before?
Well, I am a nurse, but this is the first time I've actually had to save a life. So I do the CPR, the yearly CPR course,
Yeah.
whatever, and just the refresher. But look, everyone needs to do the CPR course.
Sonia,
Yeah.
obviously you're the right person to speak to. I mean, you've literally saved a life. Before we were talking about Crazy Frog. Do you think this song would be too fast to do the CPR to? Just have a listen.
That's what your brain feels like when you're doing
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But that's a bit. The BPM's wrong, right?
But the
That's a bit-
actual BPM is all right, though, because like
No, it's too fast.
push.
Not this bit. Boom, 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 boom. All those 50 people watching you just vibing out. Bam, bam.
This is awesome.
This is sick. Oh, he's not breathing. Alex
That's awful.
in Roeville, she saved his life. It's nothing,
Yeah.
it's all good. No one died. Alex, what happened? You saved someone's life.
Okay, going. My old man had a heart attack on the floor in 2007,
Yeah.
and my sister kept enough oxygen to his brain by CPR to keep him alive.
Oh, my God. So
God.
how old is your sister at the time?
She would have been probably 15, 16.
And had she done a course?
She'd done a course at school, first aid course at school, and she kept enough oxygen, and he's still here today.
So was she
that is
doing-
incredible.
Was she doing chest compressions or just the breathing into the mouth?
Both.
Yeah, right.
That is not. And don't you? I feel like there's always a story, when someone has saved a life. It's like, yeah, they did it at school or they did it at sport because of that. But like, you need to do the course. I actually do feel like I need to do it again. I haven't done one in like 10 years.
Yeah, we should do a refresher. Absolutely.
Should we do? No, actually, I don't think that worked. I was going to say, we should do one on the radio tomorrow, but I don't think that works.
A public broadcast of it.
Yeah, when people like are applying for a job, they're like, yeah, I did a course like a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, how did I know that?
But just remember,
I was in and out, but I heard a bit of it.
Just remember to do it to the beat of Crazy Frog.
No,
No, that's misinformation. So you've got, you look it up on the website. They got like all the Taylor Swift eras, Kylie Minogue, Harry Styles, Dua Lipa, but Staying Alive's an easy one.
I have got a wasp nest at my house.
Dangerous. Is it one of those sort of like brown ones that sticks out of the brick?
Yeah, it is. It's kind of like it's on the bathroom. It's on the outside of the house, on the bathroom window seal. So like, it's kind of like because it was behind. Cause I got a hedge across the window, and I was cutting the hedge back, and then I saw it. It was kind of like it looked like a honeycomb.
Yeah.
Like an apple.
It's like
apple-sized honeycomb hanging from the windowsill.
It looks like a mud pie that someone's thrown
Yeah,
there
and
and stuck it on.
They're never that big. I feel like how many wasps can really be in there? And surely, I mean, I know it's sort of cost of living and everything's a bit crazy here, but like as a wasp, you should be able to make your house as big as you want, especially when there's that much real estate.
Liam, how do you think you would deal with a wasp nest?
I mean, if I'm being perfectly honest, I'd probably call a wasp man. Or you. Or would you hose it? No, you die. You die if you hose it. No, so it's like a multiple choice. I've never had to deal with it.
Yeah, no,
but
neither have I.
I'm not a big
No.
outdoorsy sort of fella. What do you do, Belle?
You just leave it.
You leave
Oh,
the.
Let
so,
them
so what
live
happens if a
there.
wasp comes in and stings Freddy?
Not going to.
I've got a
Well, it could.
5-month-old son at home.
Oh,
I've got a
he's
dog. I've
fine.
got cats.
Build his immune system.
I can't
He'll
leave
be right.
an active wasp nest
Yes, you
on the
can.
outside of my house.
No, you can't.
They're not doing. I had a wasp nest at my last place I was living. Just
Yeah,
let
your
them
cat's
chill.
got HIV.
FIV, and that has nothing to do
Well,
with
it's already what we're saying is it's already got like a bit of a serious illness, and if a wasp could knock it off,
Yeah.
so you should just
I-
be careful.
I left the nest and all good.
Well, that's Belle's opinion. I wouldn't be able to leave the nest.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm interested to see how you've handled it.
Yeah, and I saw it for the first time. I thought I've never encountered this before, and I haven't done it yet. My initial instincts are to burn it. You know what I mean? Like,
Hell.
because you
Why?
said
That's
spray it.
That's horrific.
You said spray it with a hose, Lane, but then I thought that would just make them angry.
Yeah, and they
If I burn them, like, what are they going to do then?
They'll die a horrible death.
The only bad thing I could imagine is like flaming wasps stinging me.
That's worse. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, how do you get rid of a wasp nest? That's
That's
actually a really good question.
That's-
13 24 10
Yeah.
is the number.
Because think
if
of
you
this
know.
as like a community service announcement. Like maybe you work in pest control. Maybe you have gotten rid of a wasp nest before. I'd love to know 13 24 10. How did you do it?
Brent in Whittlesea joins us now. How do you get rid of wasps?
Just get a cup of petrol or a bottle cut in half and hold it up over the nest so then like it's sealed up the top if it's on the roof or etc. on the wall and it fumes them and drops them straight into the cup of petrol.
I have seen those before on TikTok, and people, they hold the cup over, and the wasp must be the fumes. Just
Brent,
they start dropping.
Do you need the expensive stuff? Does it need to be 98 unleaded? Or can
just,
just be...
just 10 of them.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah. Obviously, you don't want to. It's pretty expensive at the moment,
Yeah.
so you don't want to have to spend too much.
Yeah.
This is just different
I mean,
ways to kill things.
Oh, Belle, come on,
We get
they're
it.
wasps.
You know,
They're
you're vegetarian.
dangerous.
We get it.
Yeah, we get it.
Bruce in South Rang. How do you get rid of wasps, my friend?
Sorry, Belle, but it's like instant death. You can buy a spray from your hardware store that sprays about 3 metres and it will kill them.
Is it a wasp spray?
Yeah, it's a wasp spray. Yeah, and
Well-
we'll spray about 3 metres away so you can stand away and not get bit.
You can snipe
Oh.
them. That's 3
Look, if
metres.
it's
That's
quick,
a fair reach.
Bruce, this is the thing, you know.
Well, the fuel's
it's
quick,
like
they're
a
all quick.
gunshot. If
Liam,
it's
did you want to
quick,
come
then
around and
it's
snipe some wasps?
Oh, that'd be great. Man. Count me in. Tanya in Pascoe Vale.
How are you?
Yeah, good, Tanya. Tanya, what do you do with wasps? Big wasp nest near a baby, it's a problem. How do we fix that?
I was living on a farm at the time, and we had a wasp nest under the awning. And I remember I got told to wait until night time so all the wasps were in there.
Oh.
And then I just took to them with a old style zip lighter and an aerosol fly spray.
Bloody hell.
That's what I was talking about.
So hang on. The fly spray wasn't enough for you. You needed to kill it with fire.
And how did it go, Tanya?
Yeah, it went really well. The only good dead thing is a dead wasp.
Did they come back and attack you though, Tanya?
No, they were gone.
They were on fire.
So, I know. So bees obviously very important for
I
the
love
environment.
bees. I love
very
bees.
important for the environment.
Everything is
And
important,
yeah, but like,
except for us.
do wasps do stuff? Do they do? Are they?
They're a part of the ecosystem.
They are a part of the
absolutely
ecosystem.
will.
Wasps like dull bludgers. Like, they're just not doing much.
Yeah. Like the
No,
bees,
you know who
like
doesn't?
bees-
Mosquitoes. They have no purpose whatsoever. All they do is spread disease.
So where do
That's
you
it.
draw the line then, Bill?
Yeah.
Because you're happy, you're sad.
Oh, I'm not gonna
You're
kill
acting
them.
like Ben's.
So if you had a mosquito on your arm biting you, you wouldn't
I
slap
flick
it.
them off.
Oh, and I'm sure it's soft enough that they fly away.
Like a hug.
It's
Oh.
a 2-finger hug.
I'm going to burn them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're going to put it on the Instagram later on.
I'll do a live stream.
Yeah, go live.
It's 6:10. Hallelujah, it's 6:10.
A little bit early this morning, but I like to think that's because we're on the ball. you know?
Yeah, that's it.
We're keen.
Hannah in Mernda, you ready to do this, Tang?
Hello, yes.
All right, let's get right into it. Your voice is already on air, so you're in the draw
Okay.
to see Tay-Tay in our box with us.
Yay, thank you.
But how's this? Terri Irwin has said that she has a Steve Irwin tattoo on a part of her body that she can't reveal in public. My goodness. Can you spell crocodile?
CROCODILE.
Easy. Real confident with that. Hey, Cruz Hewitt, Leighton's son, made his debut at the Australian Open yesterday in the boys' comp. It feels like if you call your kid Cruz, like I know Beckham did it as well, but you're really hoping that they are going to also be an athlete, aren't you?
Absolutely.
What's his mum's name? Do you know Cruz Hewitt's mum's name? Beck and Leighton, huge couple. Jeez, this is going to be an interesting one. Australia is supposedly the most horny country in the world. 2 in 3 young Aussies are addicted to adult websites. Very damning stat. Could you please name an adult website for us that isn't the Hub? You can't say that one, the main one.
No.
Oh, Hannah.
Sure you can. You just didn't want to say something weird. Alison in Richmond. I'm so sorry, but
moving on.
But can you? Alison's literally dropped off the line.
He's back.
You back, Alison? So could you name?
is.
Could you
It
name
is.
an adult website for us?
I had to Google that.
Yeah.
YouPorn.
Yeah.
YouPorn? Not seen. Does it look good, Alison? I've not seen that one.
Not going to actually click on the link.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Well done.
Fans of Reese Witherspoon are grossed out over a video of her online eating snow from a car. She plays lawyer Elle Woods in what movie?
Oh, my God. Totally blanking.
It's a bit of a chick flick.
Yeah,
2000 it was out.
No, like I can see it. Oh, my God.
Do you remember the colour of her hair in that movie?
Yeah, it was blonde.
That's
it was
right.
all about
Yeah,
pink.
it's all about like
that.
the law and
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Oh.
All right, Alison. Well, we'll leave you to
Alison.
you porn, and we'll move back to Georgia and Narre Warren South. Do you know what movie we're talking about? Reese Witherspoon.
Yes, Legally Blonde.
Legally Blonde.
Legally Blonde.
Yes, you've got it. Hey, modern songs are going to replace the retro classics as a way of keeping pace when doing CPR. Can you finish the lyrics to this CPR classic?
staying alive.
With zero energy. Have you just come off night shift, Georgia?
No, I'm going to the gym now, but I'm very excited. So
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you. You are in the draw. We could be giving you a call back. Just stay by your phone on Monday, okay? Because we could be letting you know that you're coming along to Taylor Swift with us in our corporate box.
And you get to choose the next song we play this morning. So, do you want to hear a bit of Guy Sebastian?
Tell me it's over, so we can do it all again.
What a tune.
Or would you like some Gwen this morning, Georgia?
And it's such a miracle that you and me are still good friends.
Definitely Gwen.
Definitely
Oh,
Gwen.
wow. Oh, jeez. I mean, you say that like you don't like the song Elevator Love, which you'd be one of the few.
It's hard to remember how it felt before. Now I found the love of my life.
Just Liam and I in the studio right now. Belle probably doing one of her famous poos.
It's always such a fun bit. Whenever she leaves her post, you can always get that one over it. But honestly, she's not here, so she could actually
She isn't
be
here. No, she's somewhere else. I don't know where she is.
World famous poo. No, she's coming back now. Too late.
Good to have Belle back in the studio with us.
Oh, yes. Well, I didn't actually hear what went to air, but I've heard that apparently you said I was taking my time in the toilet, which I will have you know that I was locked out.
Is that why you didn't hear us? Because you're in the toilet?
No, I was locked out and I was texting like a few people saying, SOS, help me, I'm locked out. Thank God Ash Gardner came and saved me. And I couldn't, no, the speakers weren't working, so I didn't know if we were on air or not. So anyway.
Well, normally with a radio show, the way it works is like a song plays and then we're on air. So it's pretty safe to assume.
It's kind of that. So what your role is
wow.
You talk in between the bits. I don't know if anyone's explained that to you. So what happens is, so Ash, who let you back through, she does the news. So she sort of does the serious stuff about the news, and then like a song will play, and then we will come on.
Nobody helped me.
So obviously you've
Except for
forgotten
Ash.
there. You thought it went Ash music. But that's not how things roll. But that's okay. So you know for next time. That's easy. That's totally fine.
Thanks.
Glad we cleared that up. Also, something else to clear up is we have got 2 tickets to give away every single week to go see Taylor Swift in the Ben, Liam and Belle corporate box. You just got to get your voice on air.
And I'm so glad you mentioned Taylor Swift, Ben, because it's actually the theme I've chosen for my little song this morning. If people, this is the first time they've tuned in, they might not know that I'm trying to do a little song every morning for the year, and can I just say I was super pressed for time this morning, like super duper pressed. But anyway, enjoy.
I'm gonna roll the dice, please don't roll your eyes. This beard's got legs, so let's sing some more. It's week 2, Liam's little song's brand new. Please pick up the second EP. Whoa, a cruel bummer.
What?
It'd be a cruel bummer if you cut the segment. I don't know.
I didn't even hear what you were saying.
I didn't understand
Yeah,
any of
as I
that.
said, I was sort of.
And you came in halfway through the bridge.
Yeah.
What?
It was, well, yeah. It's, yeah. I'm falling on my own sword.
I love watching you when that goes to air because even you don't look confident.
I wasn't happy with that one, but they can't all be number 1 hits. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna have some filler tracks on the album, and that was one of them.
Well, hang on, is this it? Is that it?
No,
then?
I'll be back stronger tomorrow.
13-24-10. Does your mum have an embarrassing tattoo? Did you guys know that Terri Irwin has a tattoo of Steve?
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is all just apparently she does. We haven't seen said tattoo because apparently it is on a part of her body that she won't show people.
Christ.
So you can put 2 and 2 together. So 13-24-10, does your mum have an embarrassing tattoo? She revealed this because her and Bob are doing a little talk at the moment over in the US. They're big in the US, as we know. And she revealed in the talk on stage that she has this tat that says Steve was here.
Oh,
and Bob's
right.
standing next to her. He's mortified. He's embarrassed. He's like, all right, let's move it on, Mum. Come on. And she just keeps talking.
So she has Terri Irwin has a tattoo that says Steve was here on a part of her body that she won't reveal.
Correct.
Crikey. Gee whiz, that's not what I was expecting to hear in the news this morning. And that leaves two spots for me, really.
And to be honest,
Which would be?
it's more than two.
Well,
I was thinking there's only one spot for it.
Well, depends. I don't know what
She might
Steve
have
and
it-
Terry got up
she
to
might
in their
have
own
it.
time.
But when you think tattoo in a private place,
Yeah, but it could be under her shirt.
oh,
to say the
two.
least.
Yeah, I guess it could be, there could be two.
I suppose there's
spots.
3 spots. Let's not get into it.
Oh my God.
I think what
Well,
you're Liam.
I don't
The top of
know.
her thigh.
Liam,
I don't. She says she's not going to reveal it, and it says Steve was here, so obviously Steve was up amongst something.
I think Liam, you're implying like there's obviously for me there's 2 obvious spots now. There's a third spot that you're implying. No one's getting that tattooed.
Well, Terry's
Which one are you talking
and until Terry tells us, we can only speculate.
Yeah. I think what I'm saying there's the back and there's the front.
Yes, yeah.
And
right.
the back makes total sense to me.
For all
The
we
front-
know,
the
she's-
front doesn't make sense.
She's in her khakis. She's in her khakis all the time. She could be covered in tats from like neck down, and we just don't know.
Yeah.
My mum has a tat actually on her behind. She hasn't
Like
got the
Terri.
one. Well, possibly. But she got hers on her behind because she said no one can see it there. But then the problem was that she started just pulling it.
What is it?
And showing everyone.
Yeah, what did she get?
Her and I got matching tattoos.
Does
so...
she have on air on her bum?
No. We both got the tulip. So my tulip is on my ribs, and she got the exact same one on her behind.
The brown flower.
What the hell, Liam?
Ellie. Allie, sorry, from Packers Marsh. Your mum's got a tat.
Yeah, she never told the full story, but I think there's just a bit of a tattoo artist out the back. A bit of a crazy night. There's just, like, I think she should never tell the story because I think it's a bit embarrassing, but there's like $5 tattoos maybe out the back and just went for it.
She got sorry, it's just a little bit hard to hear, Alex. So you're saying your mum got a $5 tattoo from a random person doing tattoos out the back. Is that what you said?
Yeah, well, on the tattoo she got, on the back of her calf, on one side she's got Tim Tam,
Right.
and on the other one, on the calf, she's got Slam.
Tim Tam Slam.
Tam Slam.
Yeah.
Is her name like Tam, like Tamara or something? Or
Well,
No.
yeah,
No, Ali. That
stuff.
is an embarrassing mum tattoo.
Thanks, Ali. Taylor and Ringwood, this is your nan. What tattoos she got?
so she's kind of obsessed with K-pop at the moment, and
What?
she always gave us so much shit for having tattoos when we were growing up. And then she, at the age of like 69, she went and got a tattoo of a K-pop singer's face and their logo.
Where on her body?
On her forearm.
Yeah, right. And who's the K-pop singer?
I don't know their name because I don't really pay too much attention.
Yeah, right.
This is maybe this is a generalisation, but I reckon you've got to have the only nana who's obsessed with K-pop.
Yeah, that's interesting. She
She has like cushions of their faces all through the house, photos all over the walls.
I would love to speak to your nana.
Yeah, Taylor, could we get your nana's number at some point?
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Stay on the line. We'll grab that off air.
We've got to speak to this K-pop nana at some point this week. The world exclusive. Make sure you keep it locked on Over 100. Tessa and Langwarren, this is your ma. What tat she got?
So my mum is from England originally and always just been like obsessed with the royal family. So yeah, when she was in like her 40s, never had a tattoo in her entire life. She got a crown on her wrist for the Queen's Jubilee.
Oh, wow. So she must have been devastated when the sad news came through of her passing, of course.
Yes, it was a big moment.
Yeah, I mean, a crown. I mean, I know there's royalists, but having a crown like, on you, that's a lot.
I was really hoping she was going to say she got the Queen's face tattooed on her, like the Gran had the K-pop singer. But
Yeah.
no, a crown's kind of
Like,
cute.
you know, people get they go like Bob Marley. She's got like the Queen smoking a blunt on her calf or something. There is that rumour that the Queen smoked. I don't think so.
Is there a rumour that she was...
Yeah, there was a rumour that she smoked. Yeah.
No,
Queen.
well, you could start a rumour
like,
about it.
she blazed it up or she partook in tobacco?
not the herb, but she just smoked. Well, but think about look back in the day; they were all smoking, so it's just might have just not have been able to kick the habit.
Yeah,
I mean, my nana smoked. You know, people smoke.
Yep.
Nana kicked the habit. She's on the patches still. Got the good stuff. Should get her on the snooze. Shani from Cranbourne. Does your ma have a tattoo? An embarrassing one?
Hey guys, love the show. Yes, my mum has a really embarrassing tattoo. She loves insects and decided to get a huntsman in between her cheeks.
Ooh.
And she gets drunk, she bends over and opens her cheeks and shows them.
Ow!
Shani, she doesn't. You're lying.
No, I'm not lying. She does. She has a G-string of insects all around her body and finished it off with the huntsman.
So the huntsman, and obviously we're on live radio, so try and not be too descriptive, but I am curious. When you say it's between the cheeks...
Like the body a feature?
Yeah. Does the tattoo incorporate the anatomy, or...
Yes, it very much incorporates, and you can see everything when she's...
Hairy huntsman.
Yeah, it's great. It's my favourite.
That's tough, Shani. That's
hard to beat.
Yeah, that's. Do we need more calls? I mean, that's.
Is this one better?
That is a bit foul. I'm sorry. That's
hairy huntsman.
That's
thrown me.
That's a tough listen, and
That's
I
really thrown
apologise.
me.
I'm glad the kids are still on holidays. And I really are. This is that sort of time. But they're on holidays, guys. They're at home in their beds, so they didn't have to hear that. Wow, Juanita in Ringwood. Wrap this up for us. Your mum has an embarrassing tattoo.
I'm actually the mum, and my 5 adult children don't know I have this tattoo. I got a tattoo of a Tassie devil 8 months ago with some vouchers the kids actually bought for me, and there was a bit of money left over, so I thought I'd get one on my left buttocks, and I've got Spank Me.
With a Tassie devil?
No, the Tassie devil's on the thigh.
Oh, so you got
And
Tassie
then-
devil on the thigh, and then you just got Spank
Yep,
Me
and
on
then
the
there
rump.
was a bit of money left over, so on my left
What's on a Coles Myer
bottom
voucher?
cheek, I got
What voucher
Spank
did
Me.
you have?
I'm assuming like an Airpods.
I'm assuming your kids got you.
Like
They
an
know you
Airpods
like.
one.
They know you like Looney Tunes, so they got you a voucher so you could get your Tassie devil. But there was still
That's right.
$60, so you thought Spank Me on the bum there.
Yep, definitely.
And then did you get the Tassie devil because you're a bit like you're a bit wild like that, like?
I'm actually from Tassie.
Oh, there you go. There's the link. There's the link.
Juanita, are you single?
No, not anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, right. Okay, yeah,
Dear
And
me.
he loves it.
I'm sure he does. Go you. That's awesome. That is awesome.
Well, interesting listen for the kids. Are they know the listeners, Juanita?
Oh, no, they'd be sound asleep.
Oh,
and
okay.
I should be in bed too because I'm a night shift worker, so they won't hear a thing.
Okay.
Right. Well, I'm glad they're sleeping sound.
It is
Because,
something like
yeah, by the sounds of things, what you get up to.
You got a grunt for glory.
Grunting for glory. We got 2 tickets to the men's semi up for grabs.
Yes, and we have 6 finalists who've come in this morning. 6 grunters. They're going to be stepping up to the plate one by one and grunting for glory. And I think how we're going to do this is we've got like a digital sound reader, so we're going for like the loudest decibel. So it might turn into more of like a shouting match than grunting, but that's fine.
Can we get a good morning from all of the grunters? Good morning.
I like Mike has come as the part.
Yes.
You've got a sweatband on your head.
Oh,
What
and
is
a
that?
racket. And an old school racket.
Wow.
Gee whiz.
Wow. So the loudest grunt or scream is going to be walking away with 2 tickets to the men's semi.
Okay, here we are. Grunter 1, step up to the plate and state your name.
Hi, my name's Nastasia.
Hit it.
What do we got?
77.1.
77.1.
Thank you, Nastasia.
All right.
Okay. Grunter 2, please step up to the plate and state your name.
Hi, I'm Ash.
Whenever you're ready, Ash. 111.9.
What, really?
Come on!
Big grunt.
All right.
All right.
111.9.
Our third grunt for the morning. We have Mike, and I love the sweatbands. This is the man who's come dressed to impress. Here we go. It's pretty good. But it's not good enough to beat Ash at this point. 110.1.
Oh, that's close.
It's close. It's close. We have 3 more competitors. They're really going to need to kick things into another gear. Competitor 4, please step up to the plate.
Hello, Jasmina.
Jasmina, unleash some demons on us. Ready?
Alrighty.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
110.7.
So close. So you've got to beat 111.9.
We got 2 more grunters to go.
Grunt for glory. Step up to the plate, Grunter. What's your name? Luke. You're a big grunter, aren't you?
Yeah, big boy.
Okay.
Here we go.
We have a current winner, 114.3. It's going to be hard to beat, so it all comes down to our last grunter. What is your name? Trish.
Trish.
You know what you have to beat, okay?
I'm going to go deep.
Oh,
Go deep.
go deep. All right.
Okay,
all right.
I mean, Luke is on 114. That's the biggest at the moment. Leave it all out there on the court, just like the tennis players. This is for tickets to the men's semi-final at the tennis.
That was deep.
Trish, that was deep. 100. And 13.5. It's so close, but Luke is the winner. Grunter number 5. Congratulations, you've won tickets to the men's semi.
You got a grunt for glory.
Well done, mate. Well done.
Incredible,
But
mate.
look, you're not all walking away empty-handed. You do all get ground passes to go to the tennis anyway. So.
Stuff, guys. Sure, that's worth a few grunts. Grunt for us.
Hey! They're all grunted out.
Yeah. I'm not grunting again for you, mate. I didn't win the tickets.
You're on Nova.
And in news just in, a manhunt is underway in Hawthorn East. Police are searching for an offender after a champagne glass was stolen during the Melbourne premiere of Eric Banner's film The Dry 2 at the Rivoli Cinema last night.
Pretty serious there in Ash Gardner's news. Supposedly a champagne glass was stolen from the Rivoli Cinema in Hawthorn East last night. Belle, do you have anything to do with that, or?
This is ridiculous. Yes.
So what happened?
Well, we were lucky enough to go to the premiere.
Yeah,
of
I know
Eric
what
Banner's
happened.
new
I just want
movie.
you to explain what happened.
Well, they just had like 100 glasses, and they're the glasses that I have at my place, and I lost 2 of them. So I
Did you
may have
steal from
taken
the
one
cinema?
home.
You stole from the cinema.
Well, no,
The
it's
cinema that you grew up
glass.
going to.
Accident-
Yeah, it's a glass. Exactly, it's their
Yeah,
glass.
I grew up going to the Rivoli. I love that place. It's beautiful. It's lovely. I can't believe we're talking.
You have to return it. You have to return the
I
Rivoli's
will.
glass.
I will. Well, I will now.
Honestly, it's embarrassing.
What's embarrassing?
Belle, I
that
saw
you
Belle
brought
was
it
sitting
up
in front of me
now?
and she put a champagne glass in a box of popcorn and then left before the film even finished because she was scared that she
Did
was
you
gonna get
bury
caught.
popcorn on top so they couldn't see it?
No, I left early because
What
it
are
was
you
getting
doing?
late.
What are you doing
We
with
have to get
yourself?
up early.
What are you doing with yourself? Why would you steal a champagne glass?
Honestly, Belle, you're in the-
honestly, you could go to Anko and they're like
They're not
$3.
Anko ones.
Bill, you're in the public eye. You can't be caught stealing.
We don't bring it up.
Ash Gardner. Also, I was the informant. I gave her the anonymous tip off. Yeah.
I was going to say it was anonymous, but you've just outed yourself. So,
And I don't know if you know, but you unconsciously sort of burned Belle pretty hard because I was like, we were both sort of, I think you realised that it was bad as well because we were both like, why would you steal one glass? Like, what who would do that? And you said, well, I suppose if you live alone.
Okay, do you want to get into it? All right, so the reason I took it is because I had 4 of them, a matching set, and then my ex took 2 of them. So
That's sad, but that's no excuse
Do you
to
wanna get
steal
into
from a
it?
cinema.
Yeah, that's still not an excuse to steal. Break up Staff and Bell. Get over it.
Finally, Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel back on your radios this afternoon, and Joel has got in nice and early to prepare for this afternoon's show.
Yeah, I forgot what time our show starts.
Yeah,
and I've made a grave error.
Yeah, 7:49 a.m. That's pretty early. I mean, you've had a little while off. What did you get up to in your break, Joel?
Oh my gosh, I've been the host of the Squealing Pig Marquee at the Australian Open. What a tough gig! Drinking rosé, bitch diesel as my friends and I call it, and hanging out with my fellow piglets. So we've been having a great time. It's also in like the best spot at the Open. It's overlooking like the DJ and stuff.
Yeah,
So it's a bit party.
I walked past it the other day. Is that the big? It's like fluorescent pink, and it looks awesome up the top.
Yeah.
It looks like a full D floor. I didn't get to go in. 'Cause
Oh,
it's special, but
oh my gosh!
yeah, up the top.
I know people. I'll get you in. And Squealing Pig have these bucket hats, right? And they were just sort of like handing them out in the first few days. They've now gone absolutely bonkers, and they sell out. Well, they're free. They just go immediately. So they've had to put up times that the bucket hats are available. And I've become a bucket hat dealer, like walking around the tennis. People like, can you get me the mustard bucket hat? I'm like, yes, I'll run it down for you if there's any left.
And I saw you put up a story the other day. So you're obviously like back into it, getting into the year, and you commented on how the formatting was gross, and I agree. It was kind of foul. It was foul.
It's foul.
But it's just you've got so much going on. It was like, yeah, you got the Squealing Pig stuff, and back on the radio. You also got your comedy show, Boom.
I know. Yeah, So I'm back with my little monsters this afternoon, Ricky and Tim. So I've got 2 months worth of insults for them, and then I'm doing Rocky Horror here in Melbourne, and then kind of like I do all these jobs, so I get lots of material that I can then tell people what happened behind the scenes. So yeah, I'm doing the whole Melbourne Comedy Festival every night. I haven't done that for years, and this is also my first stand-up show in 2 years. So please come. It's called Boom. Very generic name, so I can put some very generic stand-up material in there.
It's a good way of covering all your bases.
Hey, Joel, we thought while you're in this morning, we would love to get you in to play a game of One Bar Star Man.
One Bar Star Man on your radio. I'm really, really fast. Just listen to me go.
I think I've played you before, Joel.
We have played, and this is great. This is great warm-up for this afternoon back with Ricky and Tim, because all we do in our shows play games, whether it be actual games or mind games.
Yeah. Look, the way it works is I play the very first bar of a song. It's up to Liam and Joel to buzz in with their names. It's first one, best of
I
five.
honestly can't remember who won last time, because it would have been going back a few years.
I feel like we did like a Mardi Gras edition last time.
Oh, right.
And I won. Thank goodness. I get to keep my card.
Well, look, it was Mardi Gras themed. This time I've gone musical themed, of course, because of Rocky Horror.
Thank you very much.
Can
Just
I
to
just
jump
say,
to the left.
Not in my wheelhouse again.
Yep.
It was country music last week.
It was.
Oh, but come and see Rocky Horror, because even if you're not into musicals, it's a very short show. It's not some like lock-in situation like Miss Saigon.
Yep. All right, here we go. All right, 5. Buzz in with your name if you know it.
Oh, Joel. Oh no, I was practicing my buzzer.
Oh yeah. Do you know? Now you have to have a guess.
Oh, I wasn't even listening.
I'll play it again.
Oh, Liam.
No, Joel, buzz in first.
What's the theme?
I know it.
You know it.
I know
Is
that.
it something from Les Mis?
It's We're Breaking Free, High School Musical.
Oh, hang on. Is that
One of the only musicals I know. That's a good one.
God, that was my sexual awakening, Zac Efron in High School Musical. But I always wanted to be Sharpay, bitchy brother. That was made for me.
All right, that is 1 point to Liam.
Joe, what are you doing? Okay, I'm ready to play now.
Song number 2.
Joel! Is it Can You Feel the Love Tonight from Lion King?
Correct.
Oh, yeah. Nervous there.
Very
What a great
good,
song.
Joel.
Good.
All right,
That
one
was
apiece.
really quick.
All right, here we go. Song number 3.
Joel!
Yep.
Time Warp from Rocky Horror. Oh, I had to get that one, didn't I?
That's important.
I get to do the Time Warp. I know
Do
all
you?
that. Well, I mean, I know everyone knows the dance moves, but I now know the official dance.
Yeah.
Although I was taught at the start of December, and that was a while ago.
Have you had a break from it? You haven't been practicing the whole time?
No, well, a little bit. After a few drinks, I'm like, who wants to see me do the
Time Warp. That was a few Squealing Pig rosés ago.
That was a lot of rosé ago.
All right, Liam, you need this next point to
geez.
stay in it.
Well, this car is...
Joel! Grace Lightning from
Whoa,
Grace.
he smashed it.
Yeah.
Mop the floor with me.
I know, I got so excited to pull my headphones out.
Joel, well, look, it's good you've got that competitive streak to take it to Ricky, Lee and Tim later on this Savo. There's so much going on. Where can people buy those tickets to your show, Boom?
They can go to Google or just joelcreasy.com.au.
Yeah.
I lost the .com. Someone bought it and is trying to sell it back to me, and I thought, no, I'll just whack the .au on me because I'm a tight ass.
My dad did the most dad thing ever. Ben and Belle, old Tom. He sent me a meme through LinkedIn.
Whoa!
Yeah. LinkedIn, obviously, people in business use it. It's a good platform if you're looking for work, I suppose. It's my dad's main form of social media. So obviously, like TikTok's where it's at. That's where all the videos hit first. And then some people think, oh, TikTok's a bit young for me, or no, I'm not going to do that. I'm on Instagram. We know this. Then they find the videos on Instagram Reels like a month later, and they're like, haha, this is so funny. And everyone on TikTok's like, yeah, we've already seen that. And then after that, it probably goes YouTube Shorts. It's like that weird thing that you don't even realize you're watching sometimes.
Yeah.
And then Facebook, that's sort of getting older now. They sort of have the little reels in Facebook. That's through Instagram. So you're getting to the party very late if you're seeing it on Facebook. And then there's LinkedIn.
But how does it even pop up on LinkedIn?
I don't know. I don't know.
Not a feed of
so
memes.
it's like, where all the, the CVs and things are, and every now and then there's just like, I suppose it's the same thing as people in an office email. They would, back in the day send, this is a funny thing that was sent to me by Roger. Thought I'd forward it on to you. Made me think of you. Yada, yada.
Have you got a LinkedIn?
I do have a LinkedIn.
I'm trying to find it.
Yeah. I think I made it when I was like trying to get into radio like many a year ago. But the video itself was, you guys have probably seen this. So many celebrities have done it. J-Lo did it. It's that thing where it's like a wine glass is in front of you and the wine's being poured and you're like, no, I'm okay. And then you pan the camera out and you're pouring the wine for yourself. Do you remember seeing that a couple of years ago?
Yes.
So Dad was like, so check this out. This just came across my LinkedIn. I thought you'd like this one. And I was like, that's sweet, Dad. Like, that's funny. But yeah, I saw that on TikTok in 2021.
But also doesn't have anything to do with anything that
he
you guys have been
doesn't,
talking about.
Well, he just found it funny. And but I was just like, that's so funny seeing how people see things on social media. Like, depending on what platform you're on, you're either on a different planet.
Ben, did you find Liam's?
Couldn't find it. No, I couldn't find it.
Might have pulled her down. No, because I remember I have a LinkedIn. And I can tell you why I remember I have a LinkedIn. Because I did this when I was like early doors radio. Like, I think it was, maybe Ben and I had started at Triple J and we were working at Sydney or whatever. And I went back to my old school in Adelaide. And they got me to do this talk in front of because there was these three schools, and I suppose it was like a bit of a whatever. They just have people who, this person's a police officer, and this person does radio, this like a careers thing or whatever. And so the principal came up and he was like, Liam Stapleton is a radio host who used to go to Pader just down here, and we're going to bring up, Nancy, who's going to introduce him. She's one of the Year 12 students. And this Nancy girl, she got up and proceeded to read my entire LinkedIn profile, like year by year, like Liam started in radio in 2011, and that was my gear. Like, that's all I was just supposed to get up there and talk about. So then I got up and I had nothing to talk about, and then I sort of fell into like, I don't know, a bit of stand-up comedy type job, and then I bombed. It was super embarrassing. It was like a really scarring thing in my life.
Couldn't find Liam's. I did find Belle Jackson's.
Yeah, I've still got mine humming.
415 connections. Seems good.
Wow.
That's more than you've got Instagram followers.
Okay.
Guys, follow Belle on LinkedIn. She's trying to build her profile, so jump on.
Morning, Melbourne.
You know how there's those crazy people who are like, yeah, I get up and swim in the ocean, even though it's like the middle of winter, or some days are like cold, even in summer here. Well, it's just got even harder if you're a regular at Port Melbourne. A lot of sludge around there at the moment.
Just cold, lukewarm sludge.
Cold sludge.
Ash in the newsroom. Do you know if the sludge is warm or is it cold sludge?
I did a triathlon a couple weekends ago where I had to swim out in the water, kind of near St Kilda, and it was pretty brown there. It was quite warm and fairly brown. But they were saying at the time it was because of like the clay. At the moment, having a look on the EPA Bay report, so the EPA puts out a beach report.
Yep.
It's all looking like pretty green for most parts of the bay at the moment. But yeah, because a lot of the clay washes down from the Yarra into the bay, creates that like.
Yeah, and it feels like they say clay, but you know in the back of your head you know what it might be. And the warm brown water never good to swim in.
No, not much fun.
No.
If you want to win 2 tickets to go see T Swizzle in the corporate box, you just got to get your voice on Nova. Simple as that. Also, if you get your voice on Nova after 9 a.m, you get to go see Taylor Swift for the +1 in Tokyo.
Possibly.
Wow.
Yeah. If you get your voice on, you aren't guaranteed to win. You go in the draw to win with a friend, flights and accommodation incled.
And that,
imagine that Taylor singing in Japanese.
We have no.
Wouldn't that be impressive?
No, I think she sings. She sings in English. Isn't that weird though? Isn't it? Because
Yeah.
I suppose there's a few songs that we like in different languages.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gangnam Style.
Mm-hmm. Gangnam Style is one. Despacito.
99 Red Balloons.
Luftballons.
Lima, something like that. I don't know the actual
words.
I
know you don't know. Because you went Luftballon. It's just Luftballon, I think.
Luftballon. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yep. You've also now remind me, was Daddy Yankee's Gasolina in a different language?
Gasolina.
Gasolina. Yes. So there's tons of examples right there. So yeah, I suppose when you think about it, it's not that strange that Taylor Swift is speaking. Even if you were Japanese and you didn't speak English, you could still just like the music.
Yeah.
I would go see Daddy Yankee. Unfortunately, we don't have tickets for his show. I don't even know if he's touring at the moment.
Yeah.
The Daddy.
Yeah.
But we will get you along to Tay Tay.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.